Hello everyone, I'm Apurva Pandita and welcome to Livelaw. The air in the courtroom is thick with anticipation as the Supreme Court's Constitution bench reconvenes yet again for the sixth day of hearings. The topic at hand is one that has been the forefront of societal debate for years, the recognition of same-sex marriages. With each passing day, the courtroom has been witness to a flurry of arguments and counter-arguments as lawyers on both sides passionately defend their beliefs. But amidst all this, there is one development. Well, as we all know that a few days back, the Bar Council of India had taken a firm stance on the issue of same-sex marriage, declaring it a matter that requires the utmost sensitivity and attention. Recognizing the complex interplay of social, religious and cultural factors at play, the BCI had urged the Supreme Court to refrain from making any decisions on this highly sensitive issue and instead requested to defer it to the legislative process. And soon after, the District Court Bar Associations of Delhi had voiced their opposition to the ongoing proceedings in the Supreme Court regarding the recognition of same-sex marriages. They have passed a resolution stating that this issue cannot be resolved in a single court case and that the matter of legalizing marriage must be determined through the legislative process in consultation with all stakeholders. The resolution had emphasized that the issue of same-sex marriage is still in its nascent and experimental stage, and its societal, psychological and medical impacts require utmost caution and extensive consultation and discussions. When it comes to making important decisions that will impact society, it's crucial to consider the views of people. Changes in law or policies made in isolation without broad-based societal acceptance can be ineffective and even counterproductive. That is why the District Court Bar Associations of Delhi have called for a democratic approach to this issue of same-sex marriage. And in response, student groups from 36 law schools in India have come up speaking out against BCI's alleged heinous indifference towards the lgbtqia+ community. The student groups issued a scathing statement condemning BCI's resolution that requests the Supreme Court to leave the issue of marriage equality to the legislative process. The statement calls the Bar Council of India's resolution ignorant, harmful and antithetical to our constitution and the spirit of inclusive social life. The student groups further expressed their disappointment with their seniors who have engaged in such hateful rhetoric. According to their statement, the Bar Council of India's resolution highlights how the council is nothing but a mouthpiece for a very specific class of privileged men who have the power to make hegemonic statements. Looking at the resolution, the BCI had said that the vast majority of Indian population opposes same-sex marriage and any decision of the Supreme Court in favor of the petitioners would go against the cultural and socio-religious structure of the country. But the students are having none of it. In a strongly worded statement, they have called out the BCI's stunning disregard for constitutional morality and its attempt to illegitimately create influence for itself. The students have also taken issue with BCI's assertion that marriage has always been a union between biological men and women based on procreation, calling it a colonial reading of Indian history and culture. Queer love and marriage have existed in various forms across Indian cultures since ancient times, the students wrote. By asserting marriage as a vessel for procreation, the BCI fails to realize that the biological faculty of procreation cannot be lauded over to citizens as a prerequisite for fundamental rights in a democratic and rules-based society. The students go on to express their solidarity with the LGBTQ+ community and its allies, calling upon the legal fraternity to disavow all discriminatory, parochial and regressive beliefs that hinder the advance of people's movements towards justice. They remind us that our constitution is counterweight to majoritarianism, religious morality and unjust public opinion, and that it is our duty to uphold constitutional morality and protect fundamental rights from societal decisions that would betray the vision of justice enshrined in our constitution. And that brings us to the end of this video. We really hope that you like our content. And if you do, then do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And for more legal updates, keep watching Livelaw.